Now it's time to get into the WordPress Playground session. As we commented in the previous lessons, the main difference between Playground and the Docker setups is the fact that the deployment of a fresh instance is almost instant. There are two main ways of working with Playground, using the website or setting up the local Playground environment. Accessing the Playground site is very simple, as we should only go to the browser and open playground.wordpress.net. From there, we will have a fresh instance to play around. On the other side, the local version, also called Playground CLI, needs some commands to be executed on the terminal, and a little setup I will be explaining in the next lesson. For tickets that are very straightforward to test, like for example, tickets that talk about design issues, using the Playground website is ideal, as we are able to spin a clean WordPress site in seconds and go straight to the place where the issue is happening, take some screenshots, and create a report. But what happens when we need a little extra configuration, like having to add some code, some custom plugins, or some custom blocks, for example? Here is where the Docker versions could feel better. But also, here is where Playground CLI could come to the rescue due to its faster nature. But still, the Playground website has a hidden feature that could elevate our testing power. I'm talking about the Playground blueprints. I'm not going to be talking in these introductory lessons about the blueprints in detail, because they are an advanced feature that we will see over the course with more detail. But to get a little idea about the power of this Playground feature, I'm going to put a basic example. As we can see here, we are defining a JSON file with some information about how we want to load our WordPress fresh instance. In this case, we are saying that we want to load the admin page first, using the trunk branch of the WordPress Playground repository and using PHP h.3. And then we have the so-called steps that are the real powerhouse of the Playground. The steps are basically commands run in sequential order. In these steps, we can instruct the Playground to do certain actions in order to set up a WordPress instance as we like. We can do steps of all kinds. For example, we can ask to install certain plugin and then set two site options as we can see in this example. This way, we will have a testing demo ready to be showcased in our test report with just one click. To run a blueprint is very easy. First, we have to create the JSON file and upload it online somewhere we can access. One of the preferred places to upload these blueprints are the GitHub gists. Secondly, we should take the URL from the gist and add it to the Playground website URL with the blueprint-URL parameter. And with these two simple steps, we will have a full demo site with our testing requirements ready not only to confirm that the problem is happening, but also as an easy way to showcase the problem for the rest of the members that will be working through the given ticket. There are plenty of parameters that we could also add to the URL to enhance our testing. For example, if we use core-pr, we will load a WordPress instance with the specific core pull request number we specify. If we use Gutenberg-pr, it will do the same, but with the Gutenberg pull request. With Gutenberg-branch equals trunk, we will open a playground with the Gutenberg plugin installed in the development version. And with the parameter P equals trunk, we will be doing the same, but with the WordPress develop repository in the development branch. To close this lesson, here I leave the URL for the WordPress Playground documentation in case you want to learn more about the topic. In the next session, I will be talking about setting up locally the WordPress CLI which could be the true replacement for the Docker instance for testing in the future.